So, what is Project Portray? Project Portray aims to improve the confidence of the viewer by personal branding, writing, and debating. Now, all of these threads may seem very loosely connected at first, but we'll get into more detail later as to how they're actually a lot more closer related than you think. So let's look at the origins of Project Portray. An insecure girl. Project Portray's origins are found in a story that is deeply personal and unfortunately commonplace. Project Portray began with a girl in middle school who was unsure of herself. She had just moved to a new state during the pandemic and had no friends. She was riddled with anxiety and depression. She was determined to change. She wanted to shed the suffocating grip that worry and imposter syndrome had on her. She set out on a quest to destroy this monster. Fast forward a few years later, and your girl has moved to a new state. But instead of debilitating despair at her side, she had something different. She completed her quest. She was confident. She had made friends. She no longer struggled with imposter syndrome. She was now thriving. That girl is me, Emma. We created Project Portray so that we can help the kids who are struggling with their confidence because we know better than anyone how that feels. We also know the power that comes with confidence, and we want to share that with our audience. And that brings us to the importance of personal branding. Believe it or not, everyone has a personal brand, whether or not you're on social media or you keep a relatively private social life. Your personal brand is how your future boss, future romantic partner, future friends are going to see you. Again, regardless of whether or not you are on social media. So that also brings us to writing and debate. We use debate because that is an important way to convince and persuade others to your beliefs and therefore helps with confidence, as well as addition to writing, things like resumes or applications. It is very important that you recognize how your personal brand is built through those different devices. Future plans or goals. Our plan to set our ideals in motion is to create an affordable academy for personal branding. We are still in the early stages of development, but eventually we hope to work with micro-influencers to boost their platforms, as well as businesses to raise their outreach. In addition, we will also connect writing and debating as well, as I previously mentioned. Being able to portray yourself well on paper and persuading others is an underexplored method to boosting your confidence, and we want our clients to achieve their best selves. So one of the obstacles that we have already faced, even in our early stages of development, is that we wanted an app that people could just take a picture of their face, it gets scanned, and then we can give them a diagnosis of, for example, what foundations would work best on their skin tone, what blush, what eyeliner based on their eye shape. But unfortunately, we found out that app already exists, and that was supposed to be the final phase of our plan. So we found out that app exists. It has hundreds of thousands of users. And so we got to pivot. So we pivoted to making a personal branding for social media. But even if you don't have a social media profile, we will still be able to work something out with you. The end goal is just for you to gain confidence, whether that is through social media or not. So we will make our personal image service free to gain an edge over these competitors and have a really minimal price for this personal branding academy. So platforms, you can follow us at our handle here, Project Portray. And you can also read our blog, projectportray.com. We have some really interesting articles there exploring things like colorism and the way that affects our perception of celebrities and really interesting things like that. So, concluding words, we would love to help you manage your own passion project socials free of charge. We know we have a lot of those here at Leadership and Innovation Lab. So, we would be more than happy to do a collaboration of sorts, help you out with your personal branding. Just contact us at our business email for more information. That is really all we have here today. Thank you so much for Leadership and Innovation Lab for giving us this opportunity. We really appreciate it so much. Thank you.